today I have this 2007 Mustang behind me, base with a 4.0 V6. I'm going to be showing you how to change the thermostat. Now the thing about it is the housing is plastic. So if it's stock housing, by now odds are it's going to crack or leak, or is cracked and leaking already. This one looks like it's been replaced before. It has the Dorman logo on it for whatever reason. It must be a Dorman replacement. I don't know anything about the history of that part on this car. As is, that was on there when I acquired it. So it's obviously known that's either cracked, prone to cracking. So we're going to take great care to change that thermostat without causing any damage and getting any leaks. So let's get to it. Alright, so first things first, I'm going to disconnect that hose, pushing that up right there, pulling it off carefully, keeping it out of the way. We don't want no damage to it. Take a flathead, we will disconnect or loosen this clamp so that we can disconnect this air intake tube. And to get it fully out of our way, make it a little bit easier, we're going to do the same on the other end. Completely get out of our way, get the most room that we can. Now this thing's been sitting for a little bit. It's pretty well cool. Got plenty of antifreeze in it. So I'm going to put something underneath. When I take this off, it'll drain down there. Alright, so I'm going to loosen this off. And as I do, I'm going to actually pull back, pull it up, and pinch it back like that. Just keep more coolant from coming out than need be. Now with some older worn out hoses it may crack, but that's actually not a bad hose. So now we just have 3 bolts to loosen. 1, 2, 3. And luckily they're all 10 millimeters. Fairly easy to get to. Just going to use this 10 millimeter right here. A ratchet swivel. That way I don't have to really worry about room. I don't need a lot of leverage and a lot of pull because I don't want to break the plat. Honestly, that one felt a little loose. And now, lift up. Remove the old one. Gas new little rubber seal. Go. Alright. All we gotta do, put it back together. The only real thing difficult about this is trying to thread and unthread the screws by hand. Because there's not always a lot of room, especially this back one. and you may have to, can't get your hands back there, you may just have to tighten it down the whole way like this. Snug it down, snug that one down, snug this one down. Now once you get all three of them snugged down, doesn't take much. Because one, you don't want to crack that plastic, but two, if you look at the torque specs, they're not very high. And that's why I'm using this little one right here, is because I can't get a lot of leverage on it and torque it down too hard. Now I'll just grab my hose back, and there we go. Tighten it back down. Reinstall the air intake tube and tighten it down as well. And this tube just pops back on now. Alright, so there it is. Thermostat's changed. Usually what I do in this, after this, is take a little bit of water, wash all the antifreeze off everything that's there, start up, run it, because the water will evaporate really quick. Then you'll see if you got a leak or not. Make sure that your coolant level is topped off afterwards. Obviously wait until it's cooled down to open the cap, but make sure it's topped off where it needs to be, and you're good to go. It's that simple. Just remember to be careful on that plastic housing. Now, if I'm not mistaken, you can upgrade to a metal one with the aftermarket. Haven't really looked into it, but there's also that option. Now, I hope this information proved helpful. As always, thanks for watching.